get a lot of people calling me looking for Franklin. They've seen pictures, they've heard other people talk about it. It's such a cute, quaint, just really lovely place to live. And so today we just want to take a deep dive into that area of Franklin to help you understand it a little bit better. I have a lot of people who are looking for houses, looking for properties, and maybe not fully understanding where they're looking. So today we're going to take a look at the map. We're going to take a deep dive into some of these different areas to get you better acquainted with them so that you kind of understand if you're looking for a house, what parts of town you might want to look in, what's going to be closer to amenities and things like that. So today we're going to take a look at that map, like I said, and really start to dig into some of these areas to really help you understand the layout of Franklin and get you really familiar with it so that when you're out there and you're looking at properties online, you're looking at them on the map, then you'll know what it's close to and what's around there. And if it's a place that you even want to live, maybe it's going to be a little further out or further out than you want to be from commuting to downtown or something like that. So it's just really good to have the lay of the land and understand what all is in Franklin, just also to know what Franklin has to offer. It has so much to offer. So today we're going to try to cover a lot of that. So if this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Jennifer Gramling. I'm a real estate agent here in the area in Franklin, Williamson County, and Nashville. And I put out content just trying to get you more familiar with the area. If you're thinking about moving here or relocating, this is going to be a great channel for you. So be sure to subscribe and hit the like button if this was helpful to you. And like I said, I am an agent. So if you have any questions at all, be sure to reach out to me. This is what we do. We help people relocate each and every day. So be sure to reach out to me. All my contact information is in the comments. You can also book a time to talk directly with me over Zoom. I've got that Calendly link also in the comments. So be sure to click on that and click a time to talk directly with me. We can get all of your questions answered about moving or about the housing market in general here in the Nashville area. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this map of Franklin and take a look at some of these areas where you might want to be. Okay, so we're just going to jump right over here to our map, and you can see right here where Franklin is located, just south of Nashville. This right here in this red outline, this is going to be really your city limits. Franklin's actually a lot bigger than this. It's going to go way out here and around. So there's a lot more to Franklin than just this little circle here, but we can just scroll in on this. If you look, it's located right along this I-65 corridor, and I-65 is obviously what's going to take you right up into Nashville. It's going to take you through Brentwood, and it also goes south down into Thompson Station and Spring Hill. So you're going to have a lot of different sections. A lot of the things are going to be located right here on this I-65 corridor. This is going to be kind of this Cool Springs and then down here Berry Farms area, but we're going to get more into that a little bit later. What I'm going to do is start a little bit further over here to the west, and we're going to work our way in. So we're going to start over here in Leapers Fork, which a lot of people have heard of. Leapers Fork is a super cute little area, but it is going to be a little farther out than some of the other places where you could be in Franklin, and it's going to be a lot more rural, but there is a cute little historic town. You can just drive through here and take a look at all of the different stuff in here, but there's a lot of really great stuff out here in Leapers Fork. There's Leapers Fork Distillery, there's art galleries, there's antiques, coffee shops, restaurants, and you can just see how cute and quaint this little area is. There's actually a lot to do out here, and even by way of live music. So one of the places that I love to go is this Fox and Lock. Fox and Lock was formerly Puckett's Grocery, and now it went back to its roots. It was previously before that Fox and Lock, and I've talked about it a lot, but it's a very cool place to go. They have great food, but they also have great live music. So you feel like being a little further out, maybe you wouldn't have access to that live music, but there are absolutely phenomenal people who play out here. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of their Instagram so that you have a little bit of an idea. So I do encourage you to get out there onto their Instagram and take a look at some of the acts that come here. So there are great singers and songwriters that you maybe have never heard of, even though you have heard of them, you just don't know it, that have written hugely famous songs. There's great up and coming artists, but sometimes you'll also get people like this, like Winona Judd, who jumps up on open mic night. There are times when Chris Jansen will play here. If you know Chris Jansen, you love Chris Jansen, he's amazing. But you'll also have people like Carrie Underwood just stop in and she's singing. And legends like Charles Walker, one of the original and greatest soul and jazz singers ever, grace this stage. And then that time Dennis Quaid jumps on stage, I'm telling you, the talent that comes through here in this very unassuming place with fantastic food and great people is a fun place to explore. I promise this is a place you are not going to want to miss, but there's so many other things down in here as well. You've got restaurants, you've got 1892 restaurant, Big Bad Breakfast, you've got Wines in the Fork, You can grab a glass of wine and sit out back on this Harpeth River right here. It's absolutely lovely. You've got antiques and home goods stores, tons of things to offer just in this little small downtown. And then there's so many people who are into distilleries who come to Tennessee. So they have the Leapers Fork Distillery right over here, which is a great place to go. People love hanging out here. You can do tours. You can do tastings, so a lot to do with this Leapers Fork Distillery. And then if you're wanting to live out this way, a lot of people do ask about Leapers Fork. As you can see, it's a little further out from Nashville. So if you're going to be living out here in Leapers Fork, you probably don't want to be commuting into downtown Nashville. It's going to be quite a bit farther. So as you can see, it's going to be about 45 to 50 minutes to get into downtown Nashville. So it's going to be a little bit longer commute. Plus, if you add traffic and drive time, if it's within those rush hour times, that's going to make your time closer to an hour or more to get out to Leapers Fork. But the properties out here are absolutely beautiful. So you're not going to find a ton of planned developments out here or smaller homes. So what you're going to find out here, though, in Leapers Fork is going to look a lot like this. So you're going to find a lot of equestrian properties, a lot of open space and rural living out here in Leapers Fork, but it is absolutely beautiful. So if you're looking for more rural living or a really big, beautiful estate, you can find those out here. Also, as you go further south, you can find some really beautiful homes on acreage with a lot of heavily treed lots, really beautiful homes out there. You'll find a lot of streets like this the further south you go. And you can actually find some really beautiful properties out here, a little bit more secluded. And then just north of that, again, Leapers Fork down here. West Haven is going to be right up here. A lot of people are familiar with West Haven. West Haven is going to be that neighborhood. It's probably one of the biggest and best planned developments in the Williamson County area, to be honest. So it's got 2 resort style pools. It's on the golf course, a beautiful clubhouse hosting tons of activities like cooking classes for children and just all kinds of different things. So a lot going on in West Haven. This is a really sought after neighborhood. If you're looking for community and you're looking to know your neighbors and be involved in your community, this is going to be a great place to be. Again, I do have a video on West Haven if you're interested in that. You can see the golf club here. And that is a private club, but you can see some of these streets. They are so very cute. You're really not going to find any homes anywhere with as much curb appeal as you're going to find in West Haven. It looks like a little beach town. It's very, very cute. So you'll definitely want to check it out if that's interesting or if that's something that you're looking for. And I should also mention, if you go out west from Leapers Fork all the way north or going south, this is the Natchez Trace Parkway. This goes all the way down to Mississippi, and this is hundreds of miles of road that travels through some of the most beautiful country that you've ever seen. So this is the Natchez Trace Parkway, and people love to get out here. They love to bike this. They love to drive it just for the scenery. If you have a motorcycle, it's a great place to go ride. No stoplights, just endless amounts of beautiful Tennessee countryside. So highly recommend this for a day trip. If you want to get out there and take a picnic or something, this is a great place to go and drive and just explore. And the other great thing about being here on the Natchez Trace is there's tons of hiking trails off of here. Hiking trails that go to waterfalls, that go to scenic overlooks, just to get out and enjoy those outdoors. This is a beautiful place to go, so you'll want to check out the Natchez Trace for that. This is just a super popular destination for people, especially when those leaves start to change too. It's also very pretty, so really gorgeous year-round. But coming back in from the Natchez Trace over here by West Haven again, you know, if you're living in West Haven, it's probably going to take you about 40 minutes to get into downtown Nashville. You're still considerably west and south from downtown Nashville. So, you know, I know that these roads here go up into Nashville, but they do get pretty congested. They're not large roads that will take you all the way into Nashville, so you're probably going to want to come over here and hop on the highway. I know there is some expansion and things going on, but it is probably going to take you a good 40 minutes to get into downtown Nashville with no traffic. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about living over here on this west side. There's lots of rural properties out here and all the way down in through Leapers Fork. You can find some beautiful pieces of property with acreage and beautiful homes. You can just find a lot of that out here kind of in these green areas if you look at all of this. So as soon as we go further east here into downtown Franklin, there's just a ton of things going on in here. So if you're not familiar with this downtown area, Franklin has the cutest downtown. It looks like a Hallmark card. That's why they've recently just filmed more Christmas movies there because, let's face it, it is so cute. But there's lots of places to explore down here. I do recommend staying down here Also, my clients are loving this Harpeth Hotel. So if you're looking for a place to stay that's walking distance to everything and just right down in the heart of that downtown Franklin area, this Harpeth Hotel is it. You will love it. You can walk to everything. So that's my quick recommendation for the day. But just driving through this downtown area, you can see you've got the Franklin Theater here. Lots and lots of different shops down here. So you will have some chains and some commercial places, but a lot of it is original stores, some great restaurants. Biscuit Love is going to be great for brunch. We've got Puckett's here, which I always recommend. It's absolutely fantastic. You have to eat there. Ruby Sunshine for breakfast. You got 55 South, the Red Pony. JJ's Wine Bar is fantastic. And Gray's on Main are all great places to try. Just lots of stuff down here. This Italian restaurant, I have heard wonderful things about. I haven't been here, but supposedly it is just amazing. And the coffee house at 2nd and Bridge is my recommendation. I love this little coffee house. It could not possibly be cuter. Their food is so, so good. You can sit out here on the porch, on their porch swing, or inside. You can see so much charm in this cute little house. So I love this place. Definitely come and check this place out. And another place that we're not going to want to miss is going to be this Kimbro's Pick-In Parlor. Again, this is a great place to see live music. Listen, if you're in town and you're looking for great live music, this is going to be a great place to catch a show. It's a really unassuming little cute house that you wouldn't know it was there unless it was there. I've had lots of people call me and tell me they did take my advice and go to this place. And let me tell you, it's a good time. So take your time, go to Kimbro's, check it out. It's a great place to hang out. Start out over here at the Cork and Cow or at JJ's Wine Bar and then walk over to Kimbro's Pick-In Parlor and catch a show. It's definitely worth it. It will be a super fun time. And then again, you're right here in this downtown Franklin area. Right over here, you've got Pinkerton Park. Pinkerton Park is great. They've got playgrounds and sports fields. They've got miles and miles of walking trails that lead off from here. And you also have access to the Harpeth River here, where you can go and you can launch your canoe or kayak and head on down the Harpeth River, which people absolutely love to do. So this is a great place to access that as well. And then just slightly north is going to be the park at Harlandale Farms. And there is a lot going on here at the park at Harlandale Farms. So this is where the Pilgrimage Music Festival comes once a year. Absolutely amazing acts that come here. You've got a dog park here. You've got walking trails and paths that go all the way in and through here. And then again, you've got another canoe launch here for the Harpeth and just a great place to hang out. Again, have a picnic. Just get out here with your kids. Let them play in the river. Whatever you want to do to enjoy the Harpeth, you can do that right here too at Harlandale Farms. And then right across the street from that, you've got the factory at Franklin. So this is where the Franklin Farmers Market is, which is a fantastic farmers market. Here, you're going to have tons of produce. You're going to have tons of other goods, flowers, all kinds of things, food trucks, juice bars, all kinds of things. So you're not going to want to miss the farmer's market. If you love a farmer's market, this one's really great. Also, this Italian restaurant right here is very good at the factory. I will say that. And then the factory itself is really cute. As you can imagine, it's an old factory that they've turned into shops and it's super cute inside. So you've got Mojo's Tacos, which is a great taco place. You've got Five Daughters Bakery, which people just absolutely love. And you've got lots of home goods stores, clothing shops, music shops, record shops, all kinds of things. Also Jenny's Ice Cream, which is a favorite here as well. So a lot going on here in the factory. It is super fun to just spend a day here. Definitely worth it. So that's also right here. So just a lot going on in this downtown Franklin area. And what I will say, because right here you've got the old historic Franklin, and then right up here you're going to have a lot of this Cool Springs area. So this is going to be a lot more original stores and older historic stores. And then along in here, you're going to have a lot newer development and more commercial stores. So I'm just going to zoom in here. So again, this is that downtown area just to orient you off of 65 right here. If we come in right here off this, so there's an exit right here for McEwen, and then right up here, you've got your exit for Moore's Lane. Right in between, in this area, between these two exits is gonna be your whole Cool Springs area, and there is so much stuff here. Everything that everyone asks about. I know the first thing everyone asks me about is Trader Joe's. Y'all help me out though. Please tell me in the comments what your favorite things are at Trader Joe's. I go in there and I'm lost. I know everyone loves it. I want to know what the things are that I'm missing there because all I find is the produce. I don't know what else is good there. So y'all help me out with that. But then you're also going to have everything else there. You've got Costco, you've got Target, you've got a Barnes and Noble. You have your Cool Springs Galleria Mall, which is going to have all of your regular mall stores and things like that. And then you're going to have loads of restaurants in here. You've got Sam's Club and Walmart. You've got your movie theaters and your Chick-fil-A's. And then on the south side, you've got Whole Foods. And again, there's some amazing restaurants right over here. So that is that entire kind of Cool Springs area. It also continues over here onto this Carruthers Parkway area. So right in here, you're going to have a lot more restaurants and different kind of things in here. So really a lot of the things that you're looking for, a lot of your shopping and things are going to be located right here off this I-65 and in this downtown Franklin, two very different areas, but also both having a lot of really great things to offer. And then if you come south here, right here, this is this Paytonsville Road area. So you've got Berry Farms, which is located right here. And this again is going to be a super cute little place. So again, I do have a video on this. Berry Farms has its own little town center. They've got a lot of things in here like restaurants, shops, they've got a Publix, things like that. So this is a great place if you're living here on this south side area that you just have access to this. So again, that's right here. So if you're living anywhere really in here, that's going to be great access to this Berry Farms. If you need to do your shopping, grocery shopping, or just run out and get a few things, you have tons of things right here. But then you're also super close to these areas as well if you just hop on the highway. So, and then Franklin does continue all the way over here close to this Nolensville area. So you're going to have a few more amenities right over here, which is great for these parts of town as well. So right in here, you're going to have McKay's Mill, which is a neighborhood that has a lot of things of its own. So it's going to have a grocery store and some restaurants and things like that. So this is great access for some of the people on this side as well. And then again, Franklin goes all the way over this direction. So, I mean, here's the thing. If you're over on this side of Franklin, you've got like Lookaway Farms over here and some other really beautiful neighborhoods in this part of Franklin, Chardonnay, neighborhoods like that. You have easy access on this side to everything that Nolensville has to offer and everything that Cool Springs have to offer. So it seems like it's a little bit farther away, but if you're living here over on this side, it's really only about 12 to 15 minutes to get over here to this Cool Springs area. It's also about 12 to 15 minutes to get over here to everything that Nolensville has to offer. And so while Nolensville doesn't have all of the big box stores, it's a lot more quaint and charming, not a lot of chains over here. So then you have the ability to come over and enjoy this, but you also have the ability to come over and take advantage of this. So you're kind of right in the middle of two perfect areas. So this actually is a great place to be as well. And if you're living over here off this side, it's still only going to take you about 25 minutes to get into downtown Nashville from this side of Franklin. And then when you're on this side, you're a little bit further away from all of this commercial. So if you're wanting to be a little bit further away from some of the commercial, you may want to come over here on this east side of Franklin or be kind of more on these outskirts over here. You're definitely going to get a lot more congestion in this area. So if you're living in here, a lot more close quarters. You can get more land and bigger properties probably out in some of these outlier areas, but you're still not too far away from things. So even if you're in Leapers Fork, it's going to take you about 15-20 minutes to get into this downtown Franklin area. And so if you're not looking to commute into downtown Nashville, that might be a good place to be. But really all of these areas have great access to something that you're going to need. And you know, being in Franklin right here, as I said, you have great access to Nolensville. You have great access to everything that Brentwood has to offer. Easy to get out here into some of the more rural areas, but you're also right here by Thompson Stations. So really close to a lot of things and a lot of different areas where you might want to go. So that's just kind of an overview of all the different areas of Franklin. So when you hear people talking about Cool Springs or Leapers Fork, you kind of know where they are and what is in those places. You know, if you're looking for a historic home that's going to be located in that historic downtown area where you can walk to some of those local shops and more original places, you kind of know where that is now and where you're looking. If you want to be a little bit closer to that Cool Springs area where you have access to the Targets and all the things, then you kind of know where to be for that. But there are great locations in and throughout that are convenient to all of those places that you can be as well. So just be on the lookout, kind of compare it to the map, and now you are a little bit oriented as to where some of those things are. And again, if you have any questions at all about moving here or relocating, be sure to reach out to me. We would love to help you answer all your questions and help you find that place that's just right for you. So grab my contact information from the comments or book a Zoom call with me over that Calendly link, and we'd be happy to chat and get all those questions answered. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video.